Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I'm getting a lot of emails, and I apologize if I cannot answer them all. It is incredible how many emails I'm getting. But one of the topics are about housing, or should I sell my house right now? And I've done some videos in the past about it, but I think we need to talk about it now because it's like we're hitting a fever pitch. What's happening is in the nation right now, homes are hitting this crazy high, these prices, they're going for stupid amounts over asking. Everyone's talking about it. It's in the news everywhere, all right? I heard a famous man say once, I want to say it was Robert Kiyosaki, says that by the time it's in the news, I think actually he learned it from someone else, by the time it's in the news, it's too late. And it's true. Time is a very interesting thing because, yeah, sure, like let me say, hey, there's economic collapse coming next week. And you go, okay, I've got 7 days to go get ready, to go buy some food, to go sell my stocks, all that kind of stuff. But the problem is, even if I was 100% correct and I said economic collapse comes in 7 days, there's these time lags. First off, there's a time lag of the person listening to me goes, I don't know if I believe him. Then he goes out and does some research, gets some more opinions. Oh, okay, he's right. So I'm gonna go do some of it. So it takes time to get to that point. Then it takes time to get down to the store. Then it takes time to go sell your stocks. And all in the meanwhile, your kids are going to soccer practice. Your wife needs something from you. There's so much stuff going on. Or your husband, wants to go out on a date. There's so many things going on that it takes way longer to react, right? That's the thing is we've got to get people down to where you can react. You're in a position. That's what being prepared is all about. Being prepared does two things. It gives you options in life, right? Because you have something to be able to sell, to be able to give, to be able to sustain. But then you also have the ability to take action and in a timely manner. That's the other thing too. A lot of people sit on great ideas and then those great ideas are gone. And I just had one the other day. I was talking to the CEO of a company and gave him what I believe was an amazing idea. And they can still do it, but 2 weeks later when they want to talk about it, another company already did it. It's their first to market. It's not the end of the world, but when you sort of lose momentum on first mover advantage and you put out the pressers going, hey, we're the first ones to do this, you lose a little bit of momentum, right? So I can't tell you to sell your house or not. People are like fever pitch, like should I sell, should I sell, should I sell? This is the only advice I can give. And this isn't really financial advice. It is financial advice. Here, take this as financial advice. If you are not gonna leave town, if you are not moving because of a job, you're not skipping town because you don't like the area you live in or you don't feel safe, and your payment is the same or less than rent, you should stay, all right, honestly. Because really what you're trying to do, most people that are asking this question only own one home. They don't own multiple homes, vacation homes and rentals. Those are easy. In my consulting job, it's easy to sit down with somebody, look at their balance sheet, their portfolio of real estate, and I can go, oh, here, you look at all the little data points, go, hey, sell this one, pay this one off, boom, 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 cash flow goes up this much. If you only own one home and you're trying to squeeze every nickel out of it to take advantage of this collapse, I'm gonna be honest with you, usually, by and large, you're gonna end up losing because there's so many emotions tied to your home. So that is my suggestion. If that payment is less than rent or it's the same, you should stay where you are, okay? Anything more than that turns into, there's a lot of, people ask that question all the time and I'm like, man, that's such a broad question. I'd have to sit down and look at all of your debt, your income, all that stuff. There's so much to it. It's actually quite a complex situation, and I actually love that kind of stuff. I love looking at the numbers and digging down and finding deals, where you can move your monthly budget around to really make the best bang for your buck. But if that's the case, I would hold on to your house. Now, here's another thing. If you were planning on leaving the state, whatever state you're in, and you're going somewhere cheaper, and you're wondering, should I, because people are asking this too, should I sell it now and rent it? Or should I move out of it and rent it out and then try and take advantage of more of this upswing? I will tell you this. When you're dealing with a parabolic, right now, homes are doing this. We're going straight up. We already blew past the 2006 highs. So now we're in a mania, okay? We are where people like to make fun of the tulip mania, but I just want you to know they're all human beings just like you and I, okay? So obviously it was human emotion that ran those tulip bulbs up because everybody thought tulip bulbs would be gone forever. Now think about that. Now I could be wrong here, but other than the beauty of a tulip, I don't think it serves any other purpose. Oh, okay, other than, pollination, things like that. But I mean, it's not like you could eat it or things like that, right? So it's not like people are saying we're gonna change the world if we keep all these, if all the tulips die, it's not gonna change the world, right? But the mania was caused and the prices went through the roof because people were in fear, not only fear, and people were greedy because they wanted to take advantage of the amount of the prices of tulip bulbs. So the point being is that we're here with real estate too. People are saying, oh, there's a huge housing shortage. No, there isn't. There is a huge housing shortage. A ton of people weren't born, 25 years ago. There wasn't a baby boom 25 years ago. What there was is an expansion in credit, which led a bunch of people to go, oh my gosh, I could buy a house. Oh my gosh, I want to make a ton of money in the real estate market. So you just a ton of speculators were born. That's the facts. Because of cheap, easy money. If interest rates were not this low, we wouldn't have all these people racing to buy homes. And just, a lot of it's clouded because the data's clouded because institutions like BlackRock and Zillow are out there buying up all your homes and they're paying way over asking price. That's what's going on in the background. That's what's scary. And inventory is incredibly low. Okay, those are facts. So I know this is sort of like a roundabout, way of answering that question. Should I sell my house? But I want you to think, and a lot of people will say, well, you're just rambling. No, I'm not. There are so many things to consider that you can't just ask a YouTuber, hey, should I do this? And him say something and you go do it. That's probably not the best way of going about it. Everyone has their own situation. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if you are in a panic mode right now, if you are freaking out, hyperventilating, and I'm telling you, and I'm not making fun of anyone right now, because this is a very real thing with people when it comes to money. Trust me, I know. Like I said before, it's harder, the stress is harder when you're making a ton of money than when you're losing a ton of money. I'm not joking. There are few people that know what I'm talking about, and if you know what I'm talking about, chime in, because that's stress. But on the flip side, if you haven't experienced that and you're at home worrying, should I sell, should I sell, should I sell? The best thing I could say is don't do anything. If you are under stress and you're making a decision under stress for your finances, that will lead to bad things. Because even if the sale goes right, what you buy next may not. And you need to calm down. And the one thing I can tell you, the best way to go about this is start buying books and start reading books. You start cranking out more books than you can right now. Because if you listen to people that are wiser than you watch more YouTubes, you watch these things, people that are successful. And the sad thing is most people are just trying to sell you something on the internet, right? Like I use affiliate links, right? It helps out the channel. Those are those kind of things like, hey, I use them. It works out great. If you use it, I get a couple bucks, cool. And then you get the benefit of knowing that I already used it, right? But then there's other people that are really trying to push and sell you stuff, right? I'd try and stay away from that stuff. Go buy people's books. It's on the shelf. If you want it, cool. If not, hey, go to the library, rent it for free. I like that too. So that's my answer. Should you sell a house? And if you're going away completely confused and stuff, well, technically you should, because you can't take what I say. This is such a personal deal right now. We are in a mania. There are a lot of people cashing in, but just, the rental market is going to get super, super tight. So if you can lock in a 1-year lease or a 2-year lease at a good price, that might be the way to go too. If you could sell your house and get a lease for a good price and now you're locked in, that's good. But this is not the time I would be getting into month to month right now. This is pretty crazy times. All right, guys, that being said, I thank you. I know I just went totally off on a tangent, but I think I need to give you all these different points of view on should you sell your house right now. All right, guys, that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.